Welcome to the Full Court Entertainment Podcast. I'm your host Sheldon Moore. That's my guy Charles Jackson. Charles, how
Yo,
you doing, man?
doing good, man. How you feeling?
Oh, I'm good because I beat you in fantasy.
Lucky ass. The motherfucking kicker gave you what, 26 points?
Yeah, man. Mooney, he gave me 26 because he's a dog.
That ain't gonna happen again.
He- I mean, hey, man, he's a monster. What, like I wasn't really like once I saw it was only down by like 12. I think it was like 12 points. I was like, bro, all Brandon Ayuk got to do is just play decent, which he didn't. He was trash. And
Trash.
the Jets defense, it's like, come on, bro.
Sold
I'm
me.
not
This is
worried.
the second year in a row a kicker has sold me and the defense has sold me on week one. Last year was Josh Allen. This year's fucking wasn't Jake Moody?
Yeah, Moody. But I mean, my team's good. And plus, you're the one that picked the Jets defense.
Man, I thought it was gonna be a low scoring game. I thought the Jets was gonna be, especially with Christian McCaffrey out, and then Brandon Ayuk coming back late. I'm like, man, they not gonna put up no points for real. Because Brock Purdy didn't even play that good either. He played okay, but
He played okay. He played decent. He
yeah,
played okay.
it was really Debo that cute.
No, though. But I mean, it's only week one. There ain't nobody worried about. But I'm 1-0, so that's all that matters. All right, but we're gonna start with the over unders part 5. And the first team I got, the Brooklyn Nets, over under 19.5 wins.
Brooklyn Nets over 19.5 wins. Ew. I'm gonna go under. I say they gonna get like 16, 17 wins. I don't think they gonna get 19. That team is just too bad.
You think they don't get no like they won't catch a team slipping?
Nope. Nope. Nope.
Um, Brooklyn Nets, can they get 20 wins? Man, that's a lot. I'm gonna go under. We've been saying it for weeks. Brooklyn Nets are bad. They're a bad team, man.
Terrible.
They're a bad team. And then they're probably gonna flip a lot of guys closer to like the trade deadline, and then that's just gonna make their
Mhm.
team even worse. I think they won't. They won't hit. They won't even sniff 20, bro. I think you said 16. I think they can get 16, bro. I think they can get that. They could catch some teams slipping. Might be able to beat some other weak teams. I think they'll get 20. I think they'll get under 20, man. That team's just bad. That team is terrible, and I have no faith in them.
If you
Uh,
had hold on, if you had an emoji to represent the Nets, it'd be the shit emoji, bro. Because they ain't got nothing. Literally nothing.
the next team, the Utah Jazz, over under 29.5 wins.
29.5. They had 31. I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna go over. I could see them getting the same record that they had last year, if not winning another game or two.
They won. Yeah, they won 31. 30. Yeah, I think they get 30. They still Laurie Markkinen's still there. You still got Colin Sexton. He might be a trade candidate though. Jordan Clarkson, he might be a trade candidate. And if they trade them, you know, sometime before trade deadline in the season, that might hurt them. But they still got Keontae George, John Collins. John Collins might get flipped again. I wouldn't be
Mm-hmm.
shocked. Uh, who else they got on that team? They got their rookies, Isaiah
Robert
Collier.
Kemp.
Yep, man, they don't use him right.
I don't even think he get like 30 minutes a game. I think he get like mid 20s. That's
It's
surprising to
crazy
me.
because he was good his rookie year. He was
Yeah,
good.
yeah, he's really good.
And Hardy, he just don't play him like that. And I think he brings the run protection, decent rebounder. Maybe offense could be a little bit better, maybe expand, maybe like start shooting some jump shots. But after that, his offense really is just it's all right and it's okay, but it's not like I'm scared of it. But the Jazz, I think they can sniff 30 as long as Laurie Markkinen is there, which he will be for the whole year. I think they can get 30 wins, man. I think they
Yeah.
can get 30. Uh, next team over the Chicago Bulls over under 27.5 wins.
So I'm going over, bro. Well, if Zach LaVine and Vucevic don't get flipped before the deadline, I'm gonna go over. But if they flip them before the deadline, I don't think they're gonna use it. Was how many 30 who? Oh,
27.5.
27. If they flip them before the deadline, I'm gonna go under. Because the
I
team is still decent. You got Zach, Vucevic, Kobe, Patrick Williams back healthy. So yeah, I I do that. I Yeah, if they still there, over. If not, under.
I think they can go over, bro. Even if they flip them, bro. Even though Zach LaVine and Vucevic are, they're still their best two players technically. I still think even if they flip them, you still got Kobe White, you still got Patrick Williams, Josh Giddey. He's kind of a question mark. Don't know what his role would be. They still got some decent players, and I think, and maybe Kobe White is better. Maybe he's better this year. And I'm high on Montes Buzelis. I'm high on him. So I think that team is good enough to get you 28 wins, especially in the East, bro. Like, outside of really like maybe the top six. I'm not saying they on their level. I'm not saying the Bulls are on the level like below the top six, but I think they could potentially give them other teams in the East some go. I think they can be able to beat them, say maybe like Miami, obviously Atlanta. And then after that, everybody else is weak. I don't think they're not better than like the Pacers, the Magic, the Cavs, obviously those teams. But like the top four, they're not better than them. But outside of them, I think they could give them a chance. That team on paper, it's not that bad. It's not a bad team, bro. I think they can get 28 wins. And
I
maybe Io DeSumo has a breakout year if Zach LaVine is gone.
I mean, but if you trade them, so you think if they trade Vucevic and Zach LaVine, do you think they better than the Wizards still?
Yes.
You think they better than the Pistons still?
I think they're on the same level. I think they're in the same tier. But you have the Pistons high, so wherever that is, I think they're
What
there.
about the Hornets and the Raptors then?
I think they're in that same tier with them, but maybe a little bit better.
I'm talking about without them.
No,
Without Vucevic.
yes, that's what I'm saying. I think they're in that same tier, maybe a little bit better.
Okay.
Like, if it was like a series between them, who you picking?
Well, if Vucevic and Zach
No, this
gone,
is without. They're
yeah,
gone.
without them, I'm taking the Raptors over them. I'm taking the Hornets and the Pistons over them. Only teams I'm not taking over them is the Wizards and Nets.
You think Kobe
I even
White,
say
Josh Giddey can't lead them?
no. I don't think
Damn,
so. I don't think
that's
it's
crazy.
enough. Because then you got to look at if Vucevic gone, they could start in big man gonna be what Jalen Smith.
Yeah.
He okay, but I don't see him as no starting center in the league. He a good backup.
Okay. Next team, the Memphis Grizzlies, over under 47.5 wins.
Ooh.
48, man. Damn near
Mm,
50.
I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna go over. They got Zach Edey. I think Zach Edey's gonna be really good this year. And then they got Job back fully healthy. Uh, I'll go over. I'll go over for sure.
Uh 48, man. That's a lot. And I think you said that you think the West not weaker, but it won't be as like, a lot of teams with like 57, like the Thunder, the Nuggets, the Timberwolves. You don't think they're gonna hit like 56, 57,
No,
them type of win. Okay.
yeah.
48, man. If Ja's healthy, if Desmond Bain and Jaren, if those are the three best players, if they're healthy, I will probably take the over. Ja is really good. Desmond Bain is good. Jaren Jackson, yes, like you said last week, he don't rebound. He don't. He that's just facts. He don't rebound, but he is still a good defensive player. I like Zach Edey going there. Still a question mark. I think their bench is. I think it's okay. Gigi
All right.
Jackson is going to be out
Mm.
because he broke his foot. I think almost close to maybe like a month or 2 months, something like that. But I think he can rise up a team because he's so good. I think they can get. I think they get 48. Where's 48 though in the West? Because last year that was
The
borderline play-in, six
yeah.
seed.
Well, this year, since I expect every team to regress, they probably gonna be like a 6 seed, to be honest with you, 6th or 7th. I think they gonna be right at that cutoff of the play-in, either 6 or 7.
I do have the Grizzlies low key making the playoffs. I think, like, obviously, I think they're gonna make the playoffs, but I think they won't be playing because I feel like obviously this is just predictions, but I think it'll be like them and Sacramento fighting for say 6 seed.
6. Yeah. I mean, well, yeah, because the Clippers going. I think the Clippers gonna be a lottery, not a lottery team, a playing team. Is the Nuggets gonna be a playing team, or are they still gonna be top 6?
No, no, the
Well,
Nuggets they're
well,
gonna be top
too.
six.
Then, well, they'll make
They
it.
have
They'll
Jokic,
make it
bro.
then,
Yes, they
unless
have.
you think the Pelicans gonna make a top 6.
I think they're playing.
Yeah, so the Kings and the Grizzlies should move up to either 5 or 6 then.
Like the Nuggets have Jokic, man. Dude is amazing. He can uprise the team. But I think the Memphis Grizzlies, I think they're 6-7. Borderline there. Uh Last team in the East, the New York Knicks. Over under 53.5 wins.
I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna go over. Last year they won 50 games. They added Mikal Bridges, even though they lost Isaiah Hartenstein. I think that since the Villanova boys are all back together, that cohesiveness that's gonna play a big part to their winning. And then you get Julius Randle back healthy. They won 50 games without Julius Randle, so adding Julius Randle back, he can get you 1 or 2, 3 games, bro. So I think they'll go over that. So it'd be what 53 or 54. Yeah, I
53.5.
think they can get that. I think they can get that.
I think I'm going over. I think, to me at least, they are the second best team in the East. Like you said, they have the the Villanova boys, Mikal Bridges, Jalen Brunson, Dante DiVincenzo, Josh Hart. Obviously, they've all played together. And like you said again, Julius Randle, he did miss half the season, and they were still good without him.
Hmm.
You bring back OG, and like the question mark is really their big. That's literally like their only question mark because it's really Mitchell Robinson and Precious Achua, and then Randall will play some five in certain stints. But Jalen Brunson has been really good for them. Mikal Bridges, I think we're going to see like a defensive Mikal Bridges again because he's not going to be either the first or second best player.
Second
I don't
option.
think I don't think he's the second best player on that team. I don't
No, I
think
don't
that. I
either.
think it's still Julius Randle, but his offensive load goes down because with the Nets, obviously, pick whoever, Cam Thomas or him, they basically had to score for them to even win a game. Now, he doesn't have to do that. He go back to what he was in Phoenix, which was third, fourth option, and he was a defensive player of the year candidate, and we might be able to see that again.
Hey,
And
you think they trade Julius Randle?
I don't think so. The trade has to be right.
Mm.
It has to be right, bro. Because Julius Randle, some people will say it. Like he was an all NBA player for them. Like he's been an all NBA player for them 2 years. And he can show, and he outside of this year, he's low-key been healthy. He really
Yeah.
doesn't miss a lot of games. And he's basically 23, almost 22, 23, and basically 10 every night. I mean, I'm not getting rid of that. Now, if they start saying losing and might be disgruntled because I don't know, the fit is kind of weird for him, maybe, but the trade has to be right. And he's up for a contract too. And do you want to pay that?
Yeah. But if they flip him, they gotta get a big back in return. Cause Mitchell Robinson not it, bro. He's literally injured every single year. And then they got Preston Chua, but he's like 6'9". That's not gonna cut it. So they're gonna need some size if they do flip him.
Man, I feel like it won't happen, but if they could somehow just get a Dwight Howard, I think that'd be okay. Just back up, just to play 10 minutes, bro. Eat up fouls. I'm cool with that, man. If they can just get a legit backup big. And then you just gotta pray Mitchell Robinson stays healthy. You really just gotta pray. Like you
Because
said,
when he healthy, he good. He's really good. He could defend. He could rebound. Mitchell Robinson is
he's
really
one of
good when he healthy.
he's one of the best shot blocking bigs in the league.
Mm-hmm.
He just stay hurt, man. Like looking at this, 66, 61, 31, 72 was his most healthy. Well, I think this was this one. Wait, was it? No, it wasn't. 72, 59, and 31.
Yeah.
He can't stay healthy. He's only had one healthy year, really. If
The best availability is the best asset you can have is availability.
If Mitchell Robinson can give me 60 games, if I'm the Knicks, I love it. I love it. But I think, like I said, the Knicks, they're a good team. I think, in my opinion, I think they are top team in the East. Whichever where you want to put them at, I think they are definitely a top team in the East and maybe in the whole NBA to some. But that team is good, man. They can go far. They can really go far. And we just gotta wait and see what happens. Last team, the Denver Nuggets, over under 51.5 wins.
I'm gonna go under. I think they'll get around what they asking for the Grizz is around 47, 45, 46, 47 wins. Because losing KCP, that was a big key that they lost. Because now who else is gonna be that 3-and-D for you? Who else is gonna take on the best player on the opposite team or the second best player? So I think losing him really hurt them a lot. And then now you got to ask for your bench to step up because they still don't really have a bench like that. So yeah, I'm gonna go under. I think they get around 45 to 47 wins.
You think not even 50? You think they can win 45? Wow. Okay.
I don't think they're gonna win 50.
Wow.
Because if they win 50 games, that last year that was a top 16 in the West. And we both said we don't think they're gonna be a top 16. So if they're not a top 16,
they are the top 16.
Oh, you think they're gonna be a top? I don't know.
I think, bro. They have Jokic. He's a game changer. Yes, they still have their four best players. Now, if you want to say they won't win 57, I'm cool with that. But I think that team can still win 50 games, not 51, because I'm going under. But I think they could get 50. I think they could get 50 games because you still got Jokic, you still got Jamal Murray, Michael Porter Jr., Aaron Gordon. Those you still got your four best players. Yes, I agree with you. The bench it's just as of right now, it's really not that good because you're depending on your rookies, Christian Braun, Peyton Watson, and Julian Strouder step up. Yes, you added Westbrook. We got to see how I think Westbrook's still going to play okay in the regular season playoffs. Wait and see. And they did get Dario Saric. He's okay. He's not bad, but he's okay. He's just okay. But that team with Jokic, they can give me 50, bro. They can get me 50 games. I'm not going to go up to 56 and 57, but I think they give me 50. 45, man, that's low, bro.
Then you got to think about it, though. Jamal Murray, he doesn't miss a lot of games, but he still misses games. He's not I wouldn't say he's injury prone, but he has little nagging injuries here and there. So if he's not healthy the full season, I don't see them getting no 50 wins.
What did he play last year? Oh, last yeah, he played 59, 65, 59. I think he'd give me 60. I think he'd give me 60s plus. But the thing is, Jokic don't miss games, though. And that's all that matters. As long as Jokic don't miss no games, bro, they got a chance, bro. I think that they're good enough to give me 50. So I am going under, but I'm not going over 50. I'm not going 52 wins. I think they can give me 50 or 51 because I just think Jokic is just that good. I just think he's 3-time MVP. Probably could have been 4, but they got him. And that's all that matters, bro. I got Jokic, bro. I think they can give me 50 wins. All right. Let's start with our power rankings. We did last week, we did 30 through 21, and now we're doing 20 to 11. So, for the first team, who do you have at number 20?
The Heat.
Mm. Mm.
I
Think
got
the
the
Heat
Heat.
20?
Yeah, Jimmy. Unless Jimmy stays healthy this season, then they can rise up the power rankings. But they really didn't add anything. But Alex Burke, and then they lost Caleb Martin. That was a big piece for their team. And then Tyler Hero, he misses games too. I mean, they still got Terry Rozier, but I don't like you not high on the Heat either. I don't think that roster is really that good. I think it's a lot of teams that's better than them.
You know, I had to heat up, not high, obviously, but I didn't have them at 20. I had the Houston Rockets at 20. I think Houston, I think they are a good team. But when I look at the other teams like above them, I just kind of don't think they're better than them. I think like Miami is they're I'm not high on them, but I think they're still a good team, depending on the health of Jimmy, Tyler. I can depend on Bam. Bam
Yeah.
like that.
Hmm.
But I feel like if I had to choose, like, let's just say if it was the finals between Houston or Miami, I would probably pick Miami. I probably would pick them, and I think they will. I think as of right now, I think they are better than them. But I'm not upset at Miami being at number 20, though. I'm really not upset at that. Not at all.
Cause at 19, I got the Rockets. So it's like I think the Rockets are better than the Heat, like roster wise. And then on top of that, I think don't get me wrong, Eric Spoelstra is a great coach. But Udoka, with another year with those young players and how well they progressed, it's all gonna depend on Jalen Green though. If Jalen Green takes that next step, that team can fight for a play-in spot and if not make it. Um but yeah, I think the Rockets have a better overall roster than the Miami Heat. And then
Well,
once you lose Jimmy, Jimmy and Tyler Hero, that team is trash. All you gonna have is Terry Rozier and what Bam.
I
That's
forgot
it.
about Terry. I forgot about him. Eh, I'm not upset at that, but it depends on like with the Rockets. It depends on their youth.
Mm-hmm.
Like, is Jalen Green gonna take the next step? Is Jabari? Is he gonna? He was decent last year. Is he gonna get better? Is a man gonna get better? Reed Shepard, what is he gonna be his rookie year? Like, it really just depends. But at least with the Heat, well, they are like they don't take the regular season serious. But when they play, there are that's a team. You know how they be like, it's still Miami Heat. Can't.
Count them
I
out.
gotta take them serious. I think
Yeah.
that's why I had them up, but I'm not upset at Miami at 20 though. I'm not upset. All right, so the Miami Heat at number 20, number 19. You say you had Houston right here.
Yeah.
I had Golden State right here.
Go
I
State.
had Golden State.
I feel like you can switch them. You know what I'm saying? Like either you can have Golden State at 19, or you can have the Houston Rockets at 18 or vice versa.
I just really did it because of Steph Curry, bro.
Stuff.
That's really it. Like that team. If the Warriors and the Rockets played against each other, I think, man, Steph Curry's so great. He
But
might lead them, bro. He's just that great, bro. He might lead them to a series win against the Rockets.
but that Rocket defense, that ain't nothing to
Yep.
play with. They got some good D. And then the Warriors added Buddy Hill, Melton, and Kyle Anderson. But is that enough to move the needle? I mean,
It depends.
we seen how many games the Warriors lost last year. Like they weren't really that good. Now you lost the second, if not third best shooter of all time. Even though Clay is still Clay, no matter what he did last year. I think that's gonna hurt them. And then now you gotta rely on Przinski to shoot 10 threes a game. Come on, that's a lot. That's a lot for him.
Man, Houston at 19. I'm not upset at it. I'm not upset at it. So yeah, we got the Houston Rockets at number 19. At number 18, this is where I had the Clippers.
The Clippers.
I had the Clippers
Like
at number 18.
our shit is damn near the same because I got the Clippers at 17. Because I think they're better than
Who you
I
got
think the
18?
Clippers. The Warriors.
No.
Yeah, but I think the Clippers are better than the Warriors because they
I
still
know
got
that's
James
I
Harden.
had the Clippers up over the Warriors. And that's
Yeah.
why I had the Clippers at 18, and I had the Warriors at 19.
At 19.
Yeah, so at 18 I had Clippers.
Yeah, I got the Warriors. I don't think they're better than the Clippers, and I think they're just like a little bit better than the Rockets. But it's a toss up.
I think, me personally, I think the Clippers are, I think on paper at least, I think they're better than the Warriors. And we both expect the Clippers to go down a little bit, but I think we've been saying that if James Harden if Kawhi Leonard is healthy and James Harden is he is the number 2 option. And if he can give me maybe 20 plus, and obviously he's going to give me 11 dimes again, I think they're better than them. I think they just are probably a more talented roster on paper, but I do think they are in the same realm. I definitely believe that. But the Warriors at number 18, it's not bad. It's all the same. So yeah, the Golden State Warriors are at number 18. So at number 17, who did you have number 17?
Clippers.
Clippers. This is where I had the Heat. This is where I had the Heat. Like I said,
So
it was just.
You think the Heat better than the Clippers?
I think they're around the same.
You know what I'm saying?
I think they're around the same, bro. But I feel like pick your poison, bro. Pick
20 through 17. 20 through
but
17.
I had the Clippers at 18. So I feel like around there it's kind of the same.
Yeah, 20 through 17, they can fluctuate. It don't really. I wouldn't be mad at whoever you put whoever at.
I think they're the same. I feel like, if it was on FanDuel or whatever and you had to bet, I feel like it would just be it would be 50-50. Pick your poison, flip a coin. Like, I think they're in the same realm. Like, it's nothing bad, but this is just 17. So, and number 17, we have the Los Angeles Clippers. At 16, this is where I had the Lakers.
Oh, I got the Pacers. Yeah, I got the Pacers.
Oh, bro, come on, man.
I got
the Pacers that low?
Yeah, I got the Pacers. I think
better.
I mean, all they added was James Wiseman.
But that team was a top team in the East. So you're basically saying they're not even like top 6 in the East. Then
they still a top 6 team in the East. I just think there's other teams better than them. So you think they better than the Pelicans?
Yeah. You don't even think the Pelicans are that high because they don't have a center.
If they was to go head to head, even without a center, I think the New Orleans Pelicans
And
are
then
better.
you're
Than, they
high
got
on Ben Mathurin. So yes.
no. I
Yes, I
still
think they are better than the Pelicans. No,
when I
bro.
was when I was doing the power rankings, I was doing it matching up by team, by like which teams are better than us. I got the Pelicans better than them. I think if they matched up with each other,
But they don't
the
have a big.
Pelicans would beat them with
So
no
even if they don't have no
with no
big, you think they'll beat them?
yes, yes. Who gonna stop Zion? They play fast anyways. That's what the Pelicans want to do anyways. They
No,
want to
there
run
ain't
up and
nobody
down the
stopping
floor.
Zion.
That's
Who
what I'm
gonna get
saying.
the
And
boards?
the Pelicans, it's gonna be a lot of missed shots regardless because the Pelicans and the Pacers want to run up and down the court. So if you have a fast-paced game, you got Zion, DeJounte Murray, CJ, Herb Jones, Trey Murphy. I think they can. I think they can pull that off. Cause who's the Pacers rebounding? Miles Turner. Miles Turner don't rebound like that.
He rebounded more than all them dudes on the Pelicans. I'll tell you that.
I'm still not worried about him in the paint. I'm not. He's a great shot blocker. Don't get me wrong. He's a great shot blocker, but DeJounte is a good rebounder. Then you
And
still
Brandon
got
Ingram is still a
Zion.
question mark.
Yeah, that's why I didn't mention him. But DeJounte's a good rebounder. Herb Jones can rebound. He's like 6'8", 6'9". Then you got Trey Murphy. He's like 6'8", 6'9". And then you still got Zion. Even though Zion doesn't rebound, I think Zion's a better rebounder than Miles Turner.
Zion only give me 6.
Miles Turner, you would be lucky if Miles Turner give you 6.
Turner. I have to look it up. I would think he gives me at least 8. I could be wrong. I'm about to look right now, and I hope this man can give me 8 boards. Now, if it's 7, I'm not going to be shocked. 6.9, we adding up, rounding up. So 7 boards per game, 7 boards.
It's the same as Zion, if you ask me. So they the same. They the same. And he's
And
7
they got
foot.
Pascal
Zion's
Siakam
6'6".
still. So you're high on Ben Mathurin. You've been saying the Pelicans don't have a big, and you're worried about them putting Zion in center. But you have them. But you have the Pacers that low.
What defense do they play? They have to.
Oh, they'll play no defense. They'll play no
defense. They got to outscore every team in order to
win. They'll play no defense, bro.
They got to outscore every team to win. And last year, I'm not gonna say it was an anomaly, but I don't think they're gonna have the same success that they had last year. Because now teams had a year to look through everything they did, and then they're gonna guard them differently. Because if you cut Tyrese Halliburton off and shut him down, what does that team do now?
Oh, they still got TJ McCollum, and he played decent. I don't have a problem with you saying the Pelicans are better. I have a problem with the Pacers are basically in the tier of the Clippers, who they are better than. They are better than the Warriors, and they are better than the Rockets.
Yeah.
And the Lakers, who haven't done absolutely nothing, they literally did nothing. They literally just drafted Bronny James and Dalton Connect. That's all they've done. That's all they've done.
You still got LeBron James and Anthony Davis, man.
Yeah,
you still got them. And then Gabe, even though Gabe Vincent is not a needle mover, he's still 3-and-D.
He's trash, bro. He's trash. No, don't speak of Gabe.
He's still 3-and-D.
Gabe Vincent is trash. He's trash, bro. He's terrible.
But I think the Lakers are better than the Pacers. Them two, LeBron James and Anthony Davis, they can win. They can win.
And then you got to factor in the East. They are in the East.
Yeah, they still a top 6 team in the East.
They can't be because they're that low. You at least have them in at least upwards, not in the top 10, but say around 11 or something.
No, the East teams that I got better than them, the Celtics, the Sixers, the Bucks, the Knicks.
Okay. If you got the Magic and Cavs, that's fine.
Magic and Cavs. So they around, that's what, 6, 17. So they still a top 6 team in the East.
They can't be that low, bro. Because that team, even though if you want to say injuries, that's fine. But they still beat the Bucks. And a lot of people didn't even have them winning against the Knicks. And they did go to a game 7 and beat them. They beat them. And to some, a lot of people said they probably should have won that series against Celtics. I don't believe they was gonna win, but to some, they gave the Celtics some go in game 1. Game 2 was just a throwaway game because they got blown out. But in games 3 and 4, they gave the Celtics some go. That was the Celtics' only competition throughout that whole playoffs. And that team was still good. And like you said, you've been high on Ben Mathurin. They missed him. Now bringing him back to the fold, it changes everything. That team is like at least in the top, not damn near bottom. Not the bottom, bro. Not the bottom, G. No. I got the Lakers because the Lakers haven't done anything, bro. And the Lakers are probably just gonna be a play-in team too.
Bro, they still got LeBron and AD.
They've been playing though, and I look, bro.
And then Jared Vanderbilt missed most of the year. Bro, don't say it like Jared Vanderbilt wasn't one of their
his
best
offense is not good,
rebounders.
Offense not
good.
They
got him out there for rebounding and defense.
His offense ain't good though. And then they just gonna take him out the game because he can't do anything on offensive end. His offense, I always said for Jared Vanderbilt, if he could just practice hitting like corner threes, I love that. He still can't. He's still not doing that, bro.
But he does everything else. Better. Bro, he's a great cutter. He's a great defender. He's a great rebounder. Only thing he don't do is shoot. And you got LeBron, D'Lo,
you need people
AD.
to shoot.
Bro, you got LeBron, D'Lo, AD, and D'Lo probably come on, bro. D'Lo is still decent.
What has D'Lo done in the playoffs? Answer the question. What has D'Lo done in the playoffs?
We're talking about power standing. So we're talking about regular season records. We're not talking about the playoffs.
And D'Lo
the playoffs does not matter in this instance. The playoffs does not matter in this conversation. What matters is the regular season.
And D'Lo has just been average.
He's been average. Fine. But you're saying like D'Lo can't get hot at any given moment and give you 30.
How often does that happen?
Not often when you got LeBron and AD on your team, but he can still do it.
Look, bro.
Are we forgetting that he was an all-star?
And
the only reason he has not made it back, he played with Ant and Cat, and now Bron and AD.
Why do you keep bringing up something that happened 6 years ago, bro?
Because the talent is still there. You can't just because it happened in the past, you can't erase it. So you telling me the fact that the Miami Heat made it to the playoffs, the finals a couple of years ago in the boat, that don't matter no more?
No.
It does matter. You know why it does?
Did they win?
You know why it does matter? Because what did you say? You said the Heat culture, I think they can still be good because they're the Heat.
I think with the Heat, they still scare people. But they're not a team that's going to win, though. They're not going to win.
And the fact that they went to the finals a couple of years ago, you respect them because of that. So you don't think they're just a slouch or an easy dub.
I respect them because they're going to give teams their all. They're going to fight. They're going to make teams play their hardest. But that team is not good. D'Lo is a good player, bro. But stop bringing up him from an all-star 6 years ago. He will never be an all-star again. It just won't happen. It just won't. So we have to go off D'Lo right now. D'Lo is a good player. He's just good.
He's a great third option. He's a great third option.
Great third option is actually, I ain't gonna say great. I say good, but not great.
He's a great third option, bro. He could be
a player on the team. It's Austin Reeves.
You got Austin Reeves?
Yes. Bro, be for real. So you're telling me Austin Reeves has Austin Reeves been better than D'Lo throughout the years? Through them 2 years since they got him, has Austin Reeves been better than D'Lo?
I think they've been on the same level.
Okay. So even though D'Lo was like even though you don't want to bring up the playoffs, I'm gonna bring it up. Austin Reeves has been the clear third best player for the Lakers in these 2 playoffs. D'Lo has been average. He's been average. Austin Reeves has done just a little bit more. D'Lo is going to give you, like you said, a 30-point game. Why I was so mad when they traded for D'Lo is because I thought he was going to be the third option. Turns out he's not the third option. He's not the clear-cut third option on the Lakers. It's Austin Reeves. They value Austin Reeves more than D'Angelo Russell. That's just truthful. That's just the facts, bro. Like, and he's just been playing better than him.
How? When D'Lo averaged 18 and 6 last year. Austin Reeves averaged 15.9 and 5. That's the same. That's literally the same. And D'Lo averaged about 2 more points.
And this is what I'm saying. And this is why I bring up the playoffs. Who has been the better player in the playoffs, Austin Reeves or D'Angelo Russell?
Bro,
Who?
but this is power rankings. Power rankings are regular season. Forget the playoffs does not matter in this conversation.
He's been better than him. He's just been a little bit better than him. He has. I'm giving up on D'Angelo Russell All-Star year. That's long gone. That's just long gone. He won't be the best player on the team no more. It just won't happen. D'Angelo Russell has not been what I thought he was going to be. D'Angelo Russell, in my opinion, I thought he was going to give me close to almost at least 20. If you want to tell me he's
he gave you 18. He gave you 18. That's close to 20.
2 points off, bro.
You just said you thought he was going to give you close to 20. That's close to 20. He did what you asked.
I'm not.
He did exactly what you asked.
Not really. I'm not going.
You literally just said.
I
thought he was going to give me close to 20.
But I really thought he was going to give me 20. You know what? Okay.
Well, say that then.
Okay. I thought he was going to give me basically consistent 20 points as a legit third option. Saying he's a great third option, I'm not going that far because there are a lot of third options that are just better than him. They just are. They're just better than him. But D'Angelo Russell, he hasn't really been it. He's been too inconsistent. And yes, I get you with the LeBron and AD. I get that part. But think about it, though. Think about this, bro. This was the healthiest AD has been. LeBron was healthy, and they were still a playing team. They just was. They was. Like, let's be real. I feel like if AD and LeBron was, like, healthy, I think we would probably think they would be, like, a top 6 seed. But they wasn't. They just wasn't. And that is because of the West. The West is just so good. Bro. But outside of LeBron, AD, and a little bit of Austin Reeves and Russell, nobody. Jared Vanderbilt ain't been good on the offense end. Defense, you said he was great on defense. I give you that part. Gabe Vincent wasn't healthy. Trash. Christian Wood, you just said you gave up on him last week, so he trash. Dalton Connect, question mark. Bronny James, I don't think he's going to be a contributor this year at least. So I'm going to just say I don't know.
Bro, they were 2 games out of the 6th spot. And then on top of that, last year, a lot of teams won 50 games. 5 teams won 50 games in the West. I don't think that's going to happen again this year. I don't think you're going to have 5 teams with 50-plus wins again. They were literally 2 games out of the play-in. And Jared Vanderbilt, that's a big part of their team because that's basically most of their defense. He guards the best player. And when you have that defensive player gone, your defense is going to be trash. So you telling me if Jared Vanderbilt didn't play the rest of the game, they couldn't win 2 more games with him? They couldn't win 3 more games?
Didn't he play when they played the Nuggets the first time and they only won 1 game again? Am I tripping? What? Against the Nuggets? Like, am I tripping?
Bro, the man only played 29 games last year.
And once again, I said, did Vanderbilt not play in the conference finals against the Nuggets and the Lakers basically almost got swept?
Bro, he's coming off an injury.
He wasn't injured in the bubble. He wasn't injured that year. Stop. Don't do it.
Wait, you're talking about the bubble?
No, I'm saying the year they went to when they played the Nuggets in the conference finals, did he not play and the Lakers basically almost got swept? They lost 4-1 and Vanderbilt played that year. He played. He played that year. And they still almost got swept. D'Angelo Russell had to go to the bench. What are we doing? Let me take that back. He's a good player. My expectations for him, he just didn't fulfill it. He just didn't fill my expectations. I thought he would be better, and he's just not better. He's just not. The Lakers, they're bro. I can't. No, the Pacers are a good team. Yes, their defense is trash, but I think overall, collectively, they have a better team than the Lakers. They just do.
I'm still taking the Lakers over them, bro. You have LeBron James. LeBron James knows every defensive coverage. He knows damn near every team's offensive plays. He knows damn near every player's offensive tendencies. And then that Pacers team, like they don't play D, and they're a young team. You telling me LeBron and AD can't beat them? You don't think just them 2 people alone? You don't think that team is better than the Pacers with them them 2?
I don't know because they haven't played. I don't know. Yes, we saw it in the can't think of it. In the in-season tournament. Yes, they did. The Lakers did beat them. But I think once again, the regular season, the Pacers are probably going to be better than them in the regular season. They just probably are. We just got to flip a coin on this.
Yeah, we're gonna have to flip a coin, Jay.
Hey Siri, heads or tails? Wait, hold on. I got heads for the Pacers. Well, no, for the Lakers. So I got heads for the Lakers, and you got Pacers. Hey Siri, flip a coin. Now Siri don't understand. Hey Siri, flip a coin. They got it at tails. You're lucky. Pacers ain't that low, bro. They not low. They not that low, bro. You're basically saying that you just depend on LeBron James and AD, and I understand that. But the team just they're good, but they not gonna be up there.
All right, so far we got what? The Heat at 20.
I wrote it
Rockets,
down.
Rockets at 19. Warriors at 18. Clippers at 17. And then the Pacers at what? 16?
Yeah. All right, so we have the Indiana Pacers at number 16. And number 15, this is where I have the Grizzlies.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty high on the Grizzlies. Because job missing all them games, I feel like that was a big part. But at 15, I got the Pelicans.
I mean, I had the Pelicans at 14. So, I mean, I put them in the same range. You're high on the Lakers only because of AD and LeBron.
Yeah, I think they're gonna do really good this year. I think they're gonna with Jared Vanderbilt. I think like there's the whole thing. It's like with Lonzo and the Bulls. Before Lonzo went down, the Bulls were a top team in the East. Then once he went down, everything changed. Literally everything, because he was their facilitator and they had the snake on defense. And with Jared Vanderbilt being gone, I think that played a big part in the Lakers not being able to do what they wanted to do last year. So if he can stay healthy, I can see the Lakers getting more than 47 wins. I can see them being a top 6 team in the
Is Jared Vanderbilt to you on the level of like Herb Jones and Dana McDaniels defensively?
Bro, he's athletic as hell. He's 6'9".
You didn't answer the question. Is he on the level of Jaden McDaniels and Herb Jones? Those are all defensive type players. Okay.
I wouldn't say he's on the same. I wouldn't say he's on the same level, but he's not far. I wouldn't say they clear him. Their heads above him.
You think Jared Vanderbilt would have did a good job on Luka, even though Jaden McDaniels was still getting torched?
Yes. I think Jared Vanderbilt would have done better than Jaden McDaniels.
They both would have still got torched.
So yeah, I just think Jared Vanderbilt would have played better D.
So you're putting him on the level of them, and that's the question I asked. That is the question. I said, is he on the level? That's basically saying he's there with them. That's basically saying he's an all defensive type player. That's what you're telling me.
It's not because certain players can guard other players better. Like Jaden McDaniels may guard Steph Curry better than Jared Vanderbilt. You know what I mean? Different players can guard different players better. Like Gilbert Arenas said that his toughest matchup, like defensive wise, was a point guard. I don't even remember his name. It wasn't like no all defensive player back in the day, or all NBA defensive player back in the day. So it's like,
Jared Vanderbilt even starting? Would he have started? Let me answer that question. Would he have started?
Did they start Austin Reeves last year?
Of course they did.
It was D'Lo, Austin Reeves, AD, Bron.
He's not starting over Rui Hachimura. He won't. Stop it. Stop.
I think he would. Because you already got D'Lo, Austin Reeves, AD, and Bron. You need defense in that lineup. Besides AD, what other defensive players do they have in that lineup?
LeBron at 39.
Get the fuck out of here. Come on now. We all know LeBron don't play no defense at no 39 years old.
When I need him to. Let me see
Come
something.
on now, bro. Be for real. You
No,
Rudy.
you be for real.
No, bro.
You just told me. This is what you told me. You told me a 20 per minute Jared Vanderbilt is on the level of Jaden McDaniels and Herb Jones, who are probably top 5 defenders in the league. And once again, I'm going to ask you, is he on the level of them? Because that's saying he's basically a top 5 defender in the NBA. That's what I'm going to ask you.
Just how we did our tier list, he's like their tier 1 defenders. He's like at the top of 2. He could be a fringe bottom 1, or he can. I wouldn't be mad at you saying he's a top tier 2.
You're high on Jared Vanderbilt on the defense,
bro.
He's a good defender.
He's a great defender.
I ain't gonna say great, but he's definitely good. I'm not arguing that. He's definitely a good defender. I ain't gonna say great though. Great is strong. That's strong. Like, that's because if we going great, you basically saying at the end of tier 1. That's what you telling me. Like, bro, the top 5, I'm going off all defensive teams. It was Rudy Gobert, Victor Wembanyama, Bam Adebayo, Herb
Rudy
Jones,
shouldn't
AD,
have been now.
Then Alex Caruso, Jalen Suggs, Derek White, Jaden McDaniels, Drew Holiday. Let's just be honest. He's not a good defender as them. He's just not. And he's a good defender. He's not. Alex Caruso is a better defender than him. Jaden McDaniels is a better defender than him. Drew Holiday, we know what Drew Holiday brings on defensive. He's not better than him. And Drew Holiday is like almost 35. Derek White, if you want to say Derek White on the fringe or somewhere behind him, I ain't going to argue it. Jalen Suggs was tremendous this year on the defensive end. He just was. He's not better. He's not better than the top 5, I'll tell you that. But you're basically saying he's right there with Drew Holiday and Derek White and Jalen Suggs and all that. Ugh. You know what? This year I got to see. I got it because Vanderbilt, I saw that he's supposed to miss. He probably won't start like at the beginning of the year because his foot still hurt. And so we really don't know how that's going to be. So if he can play, if he can stay, if he can be healthy somewhat, I got to watch him defensively.
Yeah, we got to revisit
he's
this.
Great.
We got to revisit this.
It's crazy. But 15, 15 I had Grizzlies and you had Pelicans. So I'll just put the New Orleans Pelicans at number 15.
Like I said, I'm high on the Grizzlies this year with Ja being back.
I bet you got them in the top 10, don't you?
Let me see. No, I don't. No, yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do.
I knew it. Not shocked. At number 14, this is where I had the Pelicans.
I got the Lakers.
Okay. The New Orleans. Okay. So the Lakers at number 14. No, I had Pelicans at 14. So yeah, you say you got it. I guess I'll put Pelicans. So we got to do Lakers. Lakers at 14. 13. This is where I had the Kings.
The Kings. I got the Cavs. I feel like the Cavs, Magic, and Kings. They all in that same tier.
Wouldn't you put them in the Grizzlies then? You think the Grizzlies are good, but you think they're like better than them, or they not in the same tier?
Yeah, only new pieces that the Grizzlies added was literally Zach Edey.
So shouldn't they be in the same tier with the Cavs and all that? If you got the Cavs this low, well, they not low, but you know what I mean.
No, I ain't putting them. No, I think Ja will propel that team to be a top 6 team in the West. I think with the Kings, the new addition of DeMar DeRozan, and then they don't play no defense.
Huh? You talking about the Kings?
Yeah, I'm talking about the Kings. They still gonna have to gel together. Literally, it's gonna take with the Grizzlies. All you doing is plugging back in Ja, bro, and that's it. And they don't need to establish team chemistry, none of that. Because Zach Edey's a big man. He's just gonna play a big man role, rebound, play defense, catch lobs, and he might get some post touches here and there. But other than that, they still have the same team. They have the same chemistry. You know what I mean? And then like I said, with the Kings, you gotta get DeMar DeRozan acclimated. He gotta learn the playbook, the offense and defense. Like, yeah, he's an NBA vet, but it still takes time for that team to mesh and gel. But they got a lot of talent. They definitely have a lot of
You have the
talent.
Cavs. You have the Cavs at 13, right?
Yeah.
So you don't think the Kings and the Cavs in the same tier?
I said they are. I said the Cavs, the Magic, and the Kings, they all in the same tier. I just think
Okay.
I think the Kings are a little bit better than the Cavs.
I'll put them in the same tier, but I'm not. I'm not gonna go up against that. So at number 13, we have the Cavs. At number 12, this is where I had the Orlando Magic.
I got the Magic. Yeah, I got the Magic at 12. I think Paulo is gonna take that next step. And Paulo is, and then they got KCP. They added Corey Joseph, a good vet in that locker room. I think the Magic gonna take a new leap this year. Hey, you think they can make it to the second round?
Yeah,
De-
depending on the
depending on
matchup.
matchup, yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I think Paulo is gonna take a huge leap this year. Like I'm high on him. I think France is gonna play well shooting wise plays better. I like that. I like KCP, Jalen Suggs. I think he's still gonna be good defensively. I like we've been saying it like their point guard, like they don't have one, and who's gonna be ball handler. I think it's really just gonna be it's just gonna be collective group with France handling the ball, Paulo and Jalen Suggs. No one is a clear cut
Point
facilitator
guard.
on that team.
Yeah.
So, but I'm still high on them. Their defense is still good. Offense, I, I would hope the shooting of KCP helps them, but the offense is still a little bit iffy because they really didn't score a lot last year. But their defense was top tier. That
Hmm.
defense was top tier.
I think didn't Jalen Suggs shoot like 40% from three this year, or close to it?
Did Jalen Suggs shoot 40%? Let me check. Let me check. Jalen Suggs. Where are you? Jalen Suggs. Jalen Suggs. He shot. Well, yeah. He was 39.7. So yeah, 40%. Yeah.
He has to keep that up. He can't regress, or he has to shoot at least the same, or if not better.
I think he will because even though he was injured like his first couple of years, like his 3 point percentage had gone up. He went from 21 to 32 and then 39. So he has upped his 3 point percentage and his field goal percentage. I think he might be better. I wouldn't be shocked if he could give me 15 points
Yeah,
because
I ain't
last year
mad
he
at.
averaged 12.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think he'll still be around the 13 to 15 range.
Last year though, he only gave me 2 assists. That's actually kind of crazy.
I mean,
That's
Paulo had the ball in his hands a lot,
yeah, I know. I'm just saying, like for your guard to basically only
and
give me
then
two, and
but he
Paulo
was
was out
really
there giving me five.
he was really mostly catch and shoot though last year. Like
What
Paulo would bring the ball up, and he'll probably either be in the corner shooting.
what did Franz do? How many assists did he give me? Franz gave me. He gave me three. What did they? I wonder what. I'll look that up later. Like how much he averaged and like what was their assists? Where were they ranked in assists? From what this looking like, it was low. It looked like it's low. But yes, we have the Orlando Magic at 12, and our last team. This is where I had the Pacers. I had the Pacers at 11.
I got the Kings.
Kings at
So you think
13.
the Pacers better than the Magic
Yeah, because it depends on the
and the
offense.
Cavs?
I think they're in the same tier. I think all them teams are in the same tier. I think they're all in the same tier, bro.
No,
I truly do.
yeah, I ain't mad at that. I think the same, but I think some teams are just like a little better than others. Like the whole, like going back to the whole tier thing. Like, of course, you got tier one and tier two, but in the tier ones, there's players who's just a little bit better than the other players.
What have the Kings shown you? What have they shown you?
The King.
All they done in our lifetime is go head to head with the Warriors and then get smacked by the Pelicans with a weak Brandon Ingram and no Zion. That's all I've seen from the Kings.
I think the DeMar DeRozan is going to be he's going to be a big presence in that locker room. Because now with the Kings, they didn't have another score. I mean, yeah, you had Malik Monk, but you didn't really have a consistent 20-point per game score. Now you got that. And so now their whole offense and how you look at their team and guard their team is going to be way different.
The Magic were ranked 28th in assists last year, only 24. From reading the assists, I'm not shocked. I mean, DeMar DeRozan just said yesterday the Kings Western Conference Finals.
He said Western.
Yeah, he capped.
It depends on matchup. It depends on matchup and health. That's all it depends on. That's really with any team, honestly.
I don't think they're better than none of those top teams in the West. We're being honest. They're not better than the Mavericks. They're not better than the Timberwolves. They're not better than the Nuggets, and they're not better than the Thunder.
Well, I think they match up well against the Thunder, though. I think they match up well against them.
I'm not upset at that.
So, like I said, it all depends on matchup.
Who did you have at 11?
Kings.
Yeah, I had the Kings at 13, so we could put the Kings there. All right. So for our power rankings from 20 to 11, we have the Miami Heat at 20, the Houston Rockets at 19, the Golden State Warriors at 18, the Los Angeles Clippers at 17, the Indiana Pacers at 16, the New Orleans Pelicans at 15, the Los Angeles Lakers at 14, the Cleveland Cavaliers at 13, the Orlando Magic at 12, and the Sacramento Kings at number 11. That is it.
Can you go to the power rankings last year and see where the Pelicans was at last year in the power rankings?
What, in the beginning of the year?
No, like the final power rankings of the season.
Oh,
because that's what this would be. This would be
now this would be like preseason.
Oh, the preseason. Well,
and that's why I was asking That's why I was asking, like, power rankings, like the beginning of last year. That's what I was asking. So is that, or are you talking about at the end of the year?
I was talking about at the end of the year.
Okay.
Because going in, I don't think the Pacers was a top 15. I don't think they had them as a top 15 team going into last year.
No, I highly doubt it. Last year, well, this is beginning of the year in August. This on NBA.com. Pacers, where were they at? I'll look for Pacers and Pelicans.
They finished 13 last year. They finished 13, the Pacers, and power rankings. They finished 13.
Not the same. Well, they finished this past year at 13?
Yeah, they finished this past year at 13.
Around what I said. I had them at 11, so it's about the same. You had them low as hell. That's all I was tripping about. They just that low.
I got them at 16.
Didn't you have the Pacers at 18?
No, yeah. No,
that's what I'm saying. That's low.
No. I had them at 16. I had the Warriors at 18.
Okay. I had the Lakers at 16, but I mean, they're at 14, but that doesn't really matter. Okay. We're going to do how long is the championship window open for these specific teams? It probably won't be a lot of teams. So the first team I'll start with is the Boston Celtics. How long is their championship window
open? Jaylen Brown and them just re-signed that contract. Jaylen Brown and Tatum just signed a new contract.
All of them. Everybody signed a new contract.
Yeah. How long is Porzingis still there?
He's there for like 2 more years.
I think they got like another 3 to 4 year window.
Ooh, 4.
3, but I'm mostly leaning on 3. But I think it's like around the 3 to 4 year window.
I wanted to say 2, but I'll go with 3 because I feel like I remember I think you said you don't think they're winning again, right?
No, I don't think they're winning again.
I think they can win 1 more. And I think that'll extend the window. But if they don't win again, I think they will think about breaking everybody up. I
Yeah.
think me personally, they gonna keep Jason Tatum.
Oh yeah,
I
of
think
course.
they'll ship Jalen Brown. Drew Holiday, he'll be kind of old, so I think he'll stay. Derek White, they might flip him. Porzingis, I think he'll be gone by then. So I think they'll start like flipping a lot of them. If they don't win again, I think they will win again. But I go with 3. I think they have a 3-year window because everybody's young. Jason Tatum,
Mm,
was he only like
I
26?
think 6. Yeah, I think
And
he's
I
like
think
26
because Jalen
now.
Brown's a year older than him, so I think he's 27. So yeah, all of them are basically entering their prime. So I think they have, yeah, I agree with you. I think they have like a 3-year window. Like that team is really good and
Hmm.
they've been knocking on the door forever. And they finally did it. And I think they can definitely win another one. At least I think. The next team, the New York Knicks. How long is their championship window open for? I
Mm.
go with 3.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's the same as the Celtics. Around
I
like
go 3 or
3.
4
Yeah.
because I think they are committed to like the Villanova boys and Mikal Bridges. He said that when his next contract up, he's gonna take a pay cut. I don't know if that's gonna be true or not, but we will see. But according to him, he said he'll take another pay cut. Jalen Brunson, I think Jalen Brunson, what Jalen Brunson like? Probably like 28 or something, 27, 28.
Yeah. I think he like yeah.
Jalen Brunson
He close to
is
30.
he's 28. He's 28. So you still got him. You still got DiVincenzo, Josh Hart, Mikal Bridges. Mikal Bridges, I think, is still young. Well, he's never mind. Take that back. He's 28 too. And a lot of them. OG is 27.
Hey, you think that championship window is still 3 or 4 years if Julius Randle's gone? Because Julius Randle posted on his, I think it was IG, that they didn't even have his jersey in his
They said
store.
they said his jersey was up. It was just on the like another side of the store. It's just whoever took that picture, they
Mm-hmm.
did it in that specific spot.
Okay. Because I was gonna say the way they made it seem like Julius Randle wasn't even his jerseys wasn't even being sold no more in New York stores. But if they flip, because I don't think they're gonna keep him, G, because they got so many players that do the same thing that he does. Like all them fours that they got on that team, bro. Like they got a lot of fours. They gonna have to get rid of some of them.
I got
And I
a
think
I got a question. If they flip Randall, right? And let's say you slide OG to the 4. And let's just say they get like a Jaden McDaniels or a Herb Jones type player. You still think they can win a championship because Mikal Bridges' scoring is going to go up, and we've seen him can get you I wouldn't say consistent 27, but he could give you 20, maybe like 23. You think they can still win a championship like that type of team?
so what would it be? It'd be
It would be, let's just
Brunson,
say Brunson, Mikal, let's just say
OG.
Herb Jones and Jaden McDaniels, OG and Mitchell Robinson, and then Josh Hart, DiVincenzo, all them on the bench.
Honest, my gut is telling me no because they don't have enough firepower. Yeah, their defense is gonna be really good, but you still have to outscore your team. And I don't know if Jalen Brunson can continuously. We only seen him do it. Well, you could say he with the Mavs, but he wasn't playing like how he was last year. But if Jalen Brunson, I don't think Jalen Brunson can keep up what he did. I'm not saying he can't do it, but I don't think he's gonna have those same type of playoff performances year after year after year in the playoffs. I don't think if they trade Julius Randle, I don't think so. Because
Then
they need
why
more
is
firepower.
Then why is Julius Randle? Why is everybody basically saying he's the odd man out and he's like potentially getting traded or whatever? Then if
Because
because we know Julius Randle, he's a good scorer, can rebound. And then if that's the case, why do they have? I'm not saying you, but why is everybody basically saying Randle gonna be gone? He's gonna get traded then.
I mean, I agree. I think they is gonna trade him, but I think that's because they got too many fours. They got like you got Josh Hart, DiVincenzo, OG, Mikhail, like all of them play the three and can play the four. Well, not DiVincenzo, but Josh Hart at the three. You could put OG at the four. You can put Mikhail at the 3 or the 4.
Mhm.
Like, so I think they just got too many bodies over there. That's like the Houston Rockets. Like the Houston Rockets got a lot of bodies fours over
Yeah.
there that they need to move too.
GJ11738 says New York needs to get rid of Randall and get another star to become a legit title contender.
It depends. Yeah, it depends on who they flip them for. It honestly depends on who they flip them for.
I mean, if Randall is gone, I think they can still win. And a lot of people making jokes of the power of friendship, but like that's what they've been saying, the power of friendship. But I think OG scoring might go up a little bit. Mikhail, I think he can give you 20 if Randall is gone. So I think they are still a good team. Are they Boston Celtics tier? Wouldn't say that. But I do think they could give them some go. I wouldn't pick them, but I think they'll give them some go. But I'm going to say 3 years for the New York Knicks. The championship window is open. The next team, the Milwaukee Bucks. How long is their championship window open for? I'm giving that
I
like
say,
2 years.
yeah, I was gonna say 2 to 3 years. 2 to 3 years. Because I feel like if it doesn't work with Dame and Giannis within the next 2 years, I wouldn't be surprised if they break them up.
Not gonna lie, that team is kind of old. You can't sign nobody because they have no cap space. Dame is basically NBA terms old. Giannis
Mhm.
is kind of getting up there. Giannis gonna be 30 this year. So it's like the window is shrinking. Chris Middleton has been a little bit injury prone. Brooke Lopez, I
And
don't
he's
think they're
older.
Brooke Lopez, this is last year. I don't think they're bringing him back because he can't rebound and his defense has declined. And I think they really need to win. They have to. Because Giannis, yes, he won in 21, but ever since then, it's basically been first round bouncing, and he's been hurt.
Hey, you think they need to make it to the Eastern Conference Finals?
Yes, they have to. They have to. They have to at least make it to the conference finals, be in a battle with whoever, or they got to win. If it's a first round exit, failure of a season. Second round, failure of a season. You got in my opinion, top 5, top 3 best player ever in the league, and you can't even get past the first. Yes, they have to get 4. Yes, they have to. I'm gonna say 2. I think that championship window is
Yeah.
only open for 2 more years. Let's see. Last team probably in the East. The Philadelphia 76ers. How long is their championship window open for?
How long was that deal Paul George signed?
4 years.
I think they got 3 years. 3 years. 3. Because Paul George he's in his early like 31, 32, ain't he?
No, can't be, bro. Paul George got to be like 34. Paul George is 34. He just turned
Yeah.
34. Yes.
Yeah. So I get him about 2 years.
I'm giving it 2, bro. If they in the same boat with the Bucks. They gotta win. They haven't gone to the
Mhm.
conference finals. Like they just haven't. They've been bouncing the second round every year. They're a second round merchant. You go to the second round and lose every year. You got Joel Embiid. Yes, he has been hurt, but this year he wasn't healthy, but he played. This was arguably his best series ever. And you lost. I picked them to beat the Knicks. They probably could have, but stuff happens. Yes, you bring in Paul George. That's definitely going to help. Tyrese Maxey, I'm hoping he takes it to the next level. They can give Boston, New York, Milwaukee some go. And they have to get far. They have to go far while you have a top 5 player. And Joel Embiid, he gets hurt, but how long is this going to last with Joel Embiid averaging 30 plus every year? We don't know because he gets hurt every year. And this is probably one of his best. This is probably one of his best teams ever on paper, at least. So yes, they have to make it to the. If they just make it to the conference finals, I think everybody will be happy. Not
Yeah.
gonna lie, I think
For
everybody will be
sure.
happy.
Yeah.
Even if they lose, as long as they don't get like swept or nothing. But if they make it to the conference finals this competitive, I would consider that for them at least a successful season. Okay, next team, the Oklahoma City Thunder. How long is their championship window open for?
Well, since they young, they got a lot of time. But the thing is, they not gonna be able to resign everybody. But you gotta keep your core and SGA, Jalen, and Chet. You have to keep that core. But I say because SGA just signed a contract extension, or he's due for a contract extension.
Well,
Which one is it?
he kind of just signed one, but I think if he probably makes another All NBA team, he can sign another big like contract.
And
Which most
I
likely he
know
probably make
William.
another All NBA team.
I know Jalen Williams' contract is coming up, and I think
Same
Chet
with
got
Chet.
what like Chet
Chet,
and same with
his
Chet.
contract will come up too because they were both drafted in the same year. So they're gonna be up for another contract, and maybe the next. It's either they're contract eligible this offseason or
Yep.
definitely the next year.
Next. Well, they will since like I said, since they young, they got a lot of time together. So I'll go like 4, 5. Cause they so young.
SGA, he signed that contract extension. Well, he got 5 years, 179. So he has 3 more years left, counting this year. This year coming up, so 3. Getting paid 35, 38, and 40. So in 27, he'll be up for another contract. And he'll
Yeah, they
only be
going
28.
yeah. And they gonna resign him. Yeah, they got about a good 4, 5 years.
And 4 or 5 years. Crazy. I'm gonna go with 3 because with the second apron, they probably gonna sign their 3 main guys, and then you can't sign like say the Alex Caruso's unless let's just say he takes a pay cut or whatever. Isaiah Hartenstein, his deal would be up. I think they're gonna go to unless they do like a Celtics thing and pay a lot of their top guys saying we can win a championship and go for it. That's the only reason I see. But if you don't want to pay like all them role players like some decent amount of money, you're
You
just gonna
don't
be having like some weak role players.
you don't think Jalen Williams and Chet will take a pay cut? Well, SGA will take a pay cut?
What is
I'm
this?
not saying like take a huge pay cut, but like enough to where they can sign other pieces to their team so they can build around them and keep that championship window going.
I think whatever they're worth at that time, they're gonna take whatever they want. Like SGA might command almost. If we're being honest, he's so underpaid. He's only making 35 million.
Yeah.
He's worth that. Like, let's just be
Yeah.
honest. He takes maybe a 50-some million deal
I was
at
gonna
that
say
time.
about 45, 50 mil.
He might be underpaid, honestly. But I don't know how these players work. I don't know. I don't know if they're a Jalen Brunson gonna take a pay cut. I just don't know how they was.
I
We've
mean,
seen Jalen Brunson. He took a pay cut, so we know what he is. He wants to win.
just from watching them, they all are like a college team. They all it's like the
Mhm.
Nova boys. Like they all are together. They go out together. They eat together. They over each other
Yeah.
houses all the time. So I wouldn't be surprised if one or two or if not all three of them would take a pay cut so they can bring more pieces to the team.
I'll go 3. I'll go 3 years. Or 3 or 4. I'll go 3, 4
I'm
years.
I'm, I'm, I'm gonna go. I'm still gonna stay 4 or 5.
Okay. Next team, the Denver Nuggets. How long is their championship window up for? I'm giving that 2 years, brother.
Yeah, I was gonna say 1 or 2. I don't think they're gonna make it back to the
Yeah, I
finals.
wasn't going 1, but
I don't think they're gonna make it back to the finals, bro.
man, that's crazy. No, though, you might be right though. Like on paper, they kind of got weaker. They got weaker. Like, let's just be honest. And Stan Kroenke, who is the owner, he's basically showing his hand. He's showing, I don't want to pay all this money to have like a championship roster. I just don't want that. And he thinks, and I forgot who said it, but they was talking about, it was like the other day they said some teams are just good with their one championship. Cause I feel like as some like die-hard fans, they say we won a championship, and it's like if we don't win again, hey, we're good because we won.
I was like, when's the last time they won? Let me
They
see.
didn't win. That was their first championship
That
ever.
was their first
I
championship
think
ever?
so. I think it was. If anything, it was a long time ago. Let me look it up. Either that was their first championship. Nope. That was their only championship.
Man.
So to some people, that's hey, we can live off this. We won. We're happy. If we're at least decent, we'll be good. That's to some fans, though. Some fans, they want to see, they want to see their team win all the time and stuff like that. But to some, hey, we got this one championship. If we're like not good or bad, we can still say, hey, we won a championship.
So you think they're gonna be a second round exit like the Sixers have been?
I think Friends second round. Their ceiling is conference finals. That's their ceiling. Their floor is the second round. They're not first round team. Jokic is too good.
No,
But Jokic can.
I'm talking about after the championship window.
Well, Jokic's still gonna be there. And Jamal Murray.
That's what I'm saying. So you think they still gonna be like they just gonna be a second round playoff team?
I think they can get to the second round and they could potentially get to the conference finals.
But no finals.
No. Unless they want to sign players again. They haven't. You let KCP and Bruce Brown just walk out the door. Like, what are we doing? I'm gonna go with 2.
Yeah.
Next team. I want to. Next team, the Minnesota Timberwolves. How long is their championship window open for? I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna say 3.
Yeah, but it all depends. I've been hearing like rumors that they might flip Cat, but I don't, because my thing is, what are they gonna re-sign Rudy Gobert? I don't think so. You have to keep a big next to Ant, and I think Cat will be the better big to keep next to him. And then they gotta pay Jaden McDaniels again. Championship window. Can they win in the next 3 to 4 years? They can't. Yeah, I'll say same. 3 or 4 years.
As long as you got Ant, Jaden McDaniels is still there. Like you said, they might think about flipping Cat, because if Cat not there, you can flush that down the drain, man. Because they don't got nobody else that consistent scorer. Unless Naz Reid, who has been good for them, unless he can up it up. Let's just say if Cat is gone, he's shown like when Cat has been gone, he's shown up, but can he do it consistently though? That's the question. Can Naz Reid be consistent, like score? Like, I can count on you to give us, probably, if Cat is gone, to give us like 22 points. That's the thing.
Hey, do you think he's a starter in this league?
I think on a lot of teams he probably will start. I think he could start low key. It's just the fact that he's on the Timberwolves and he got just 2 people that's just better than him, and just as basketball players, he won't start. That's nothing against him though. I mean, that team is good, and Ant is still young. What, Ant, like 22, 23?
Yeah, that boy young.
So as long as he's there, and if Cat is there, because Cat my age, because his birthday is literally the day after mine, so we the same age. So he's technically getting up there. He's going to be 30. Well, 29. He's going to be 29 this year. So, in NBA terms, he's in his prime. So, and it just depends on how long they want to keep him. Because if they think they're not going to win championship, they, like you said, they might flip him. Because they don't want to pay all that money. Because Ant on a super deal, Cat on a super deal, and Rudy Gobert still on his super deal. And like you said, Jaden McDaniels, and they think they can't win a championship, they definitely probably will flip him, like you said. So I go with 3. The Dallas Mavericks. How long is their championship window open for?
I'll say 2 years.
Ooh.
Yeah, because my thing is Kyrie's getting older. Clay is old. And in the next 2 years, Kyrie still might be good, but we don't know what Clay is going to be like in the next 2 years. And then other than that, they don't really have nothing else. I mean, you got Derek Lively. I mean, unless what's bro off the bench? Hardy. Jaden Hardy. Yeah, you got him. Yeah, I'll give him about 2 to 3 years.
I was gonna say 3. Because Kyrie, yeah, you're right. I think he is a little older. I think he's like
mid-30s. He's like mid-30s.
Can't be mid-30s. I thought he was young though.
Nah, he's the same. I think he's like around the same age as Paul George.
Kyrie 32.
Yeah, 32.
He just turned 32, so I guess he up there. I'll say 3 because Luka generational. I think As long as he there, Kyrie still plays good. Klay Thompson still question mark. We don't know what he good, but I think we both said he's gonna play better. I ain't gonna lie. As long as Luka there, they got a chance. As long as basically, really, if he's there, as long as Luka there, they got a chance. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with 3. I'm gonna go with 3 years for the Dallas Mavericks, and that is it for our how long is the championship window open for these teams, and we're gonna talk about are the dynasties over in the NBA?
Uh, I low key. Well, I think we got one team left that could potentially be a
Hold on,
dynasty.
wait. Sorry for cutting you off. Dude sent another one. Let's read this. GJ1738 says, I can see Luka wanting to leave if they don't win in the next 2 to 3 years, especially if they get bounced early in the playoffs.
Yeah, because Luka's all about winning, bro. Luka wants to win. That's all he really cares about. He been winning his whole life. So, um, yeah.
That's spot on. But continue, my bad.
But yeah, we only got one team left that can realistically be a dynasty team. And I think that's the Celtics. After that, I don't think there's gonna be any more dynasty teams unless we see another like super team or something like that. Because a dynasty to me is like a team that wins like 2 back-to-back championships, or they win 3 out of 4 championships 3 out of 4 years like the Warriors did. Um but yeah, I don't think there's gonna be no more dynasties after this Celtics team.
I'm not gonna lie. I like you said, I think after the Celtics, I think dynasties are really over with because
Yeah.
dynasty, you basically got to win 2 in a row. Like that's really the start of it. If the Celtics can win another one, let's just say, well, they have no choice. If they win this year, that's when the dynasty conversations will start. But with
Mhm.
how the second apron has basically taken over the NBA, it's not going to be a lot of really good teams unless you're willing to pay that second apron tax.
And
We just got to be for real.
and I don't think a lot of owners are gonna be willing. A lot of owners are gonna be willing to do that.
Cause like I was watching it on Player Source. This was like a month or two ago. I gotta go look at it myself. But the dude was basically saying, you gotta pay like the luxury tax and all that, and then you gotta pay like that second apron thing or whatever. And I gotta go back and look, but that's like an extra 300, $400 million tax off them. Like that,
Yeah,
they gotta pay that off on top of whatever else they gotta pay. And do
yeah,
owners they're billionaires, but do you want to really
yeah.
pay that?
They cheap. They cheap. Most rich people are cheap. They don't like to spend their money, and if I think they would be okay with paying that luxury tax, but now we got a second apron, and you telling me I got to pay 200 to 400 million more dollars? Nah, not doing that.
And like I said, teams, owners, they win. Like I'm gonna just say the LA Rams. The same thing is he's the owner. Stan Kroenke is the owner of the Denver Nuggets and the Los Angeles Rams. They won a championship in what was that 21? Yeah, I think that was 21. He's probably good. They probably won't never pay again for like the Rams to get more help. And he's good with the Nuggets. They won a championship, and we just gonna live off that championship. And it just depends on how you are. Are you willing to go all in, pay your good guys so you could potentially win a championship? Or as an owner, it's like it's not worth it. Let's just not pay these guys or trade people so we can stay under this tax cap and just be a decent team. Because I feel like I've said, I think to some fans, as long as we're good, we're happy. Like, let's just be real. I think as long as we're good, competitive, we're happy. If we win a championship, that's a super tremendous plus. But as long as we're a good team, we're happy.
Mm,
So I think, at least for me, I think dynasties are over with. I truly think that's it. As long as second apron is still here, I think dynasties are done.
mhm.
All right. Let's start with our blindly rankings. I want you to go first because I want to do this. I want to do
I
the
bet.
blind. I want to do it.
I bet. Hold on. What they names at? What they names? Okay. You ready?
I want you to do say blindly rankings of to start it off with.
All right. Right now we got the blindly rankings of shooting guards in the NBA. Desmond Bain.
Oh, Desmond Bain, Jesus Christ. I'm gonna put Desmond Bain.
Before you go, it's 5 of them. It's
It's
only
only
5.
5. Okay,
It's
okay.
only 5.
Oh, that makes it. Okay, that's worse. Desmond Bain. Oh, I think you slick. I'm gonna put Desmond Bain at 3.
All right. Anthony Simons
I'm putting Anthony Simons at 5.
at 5.
He's gonna be so weak to watch.
Devin Booker.
I'm putting Devin Booker. Well, I put Devin Booker at 1.
Donovan Mitchell.
Donovan Mitchell at 2.
And then CJ McCollum. That's the last one. So he would have been at
CJ McCollum at 4. Oh,
yeah.
man, I'm good. I'm good.
All right. The next one I got for you is 5 NBA point guards. Tyrese Halliburton.
Tyrese. I'm putting Tyrese at 2.
At 2. Oh.
Yes.
LaMelo Ball.
I'm gonna put LaMelo. Damn it. LaMelo. I put LaMelo at how many is it? 5?
Yep, 5.
Okay, 5. I'm gonna put LaMelo at 4.
Tyrese Maxey.
Damn it. Well, I don't know who won though. Jesus Christ. Well, I really got no choice. I'm put Tyrese Maxey at 3. I got no choice.
At 3. So you got Halliburton at 2, Maxey at 3, and LaMelo at 4.
Yeah.
Trae Young.
Damn it. Oh man, that's just screw. So I got 1 and 5. Jesus Christ.
Yes.
I can't be. It can't be. I don't know. I'm taking a risk. I'll put Trae Young at 1, bro. Because it can't be nobody weaker than him, bro.
Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, nah, bro. I got Jalen Brunson at 5. It's crazy.
Hey, that's crazy.
5 is crazy.
That's wild work. Wild work.
I wanted to put Trae Young at 1. All right, so I want you to read off the name so I can edit it. So at number 5 we got
at 5
both of them.
At 5 you got Brunson. At 4 you got LaMelo. At 3, I think you had Maxey. At 2 you had Halliburton, and then at 1 you got Trae Young. And then for the shooting guards, you had Anthony Simons at 5. You had CJ McCollum at 4. Desmond Bain at 3. And I think you had, did you have Book at 1 or 2? I think you had him at 1. And then you had Donovan at 2.
Okay.
And I got one more for you.
Okay.
Now it's going to be 5 NBA centers.
Okay.
Rudy Gobert.
Damn it. I'm going to put Rudy at 4.
Bam Adebayo.
Damn it. Well, there's not a lot of good centers. Bam. I'm going to put Bam. I'm going to put Bam at 2.
Jalen Duran.
You know what? I'm going to put Jalen Duran at 5.
DeAndre Ayton.
Damn it. Jesus Christ. DeAndre Ayton at 3, bro. Oh my God.
At 3. And then Miles Turner.
Let's cook, bro. The list is cooked. The list is cooked. The list is cooked. The list is cooked, bro.
You had Jalen Duran at what, 5? You had who'd you have for? Rudy Gobert at 4. And then you had Ayton at 3. And then what? Who's that 2? Bam, was it Jalen Duran?
No, Bam.
No, Bam at 2. And then Miles Turner at 1.
All right, so read it off again.
You got Jalen Durant at 5, Rudy Gobert at 4, uh, uh, DeAndre Ayton at 3, Bam at 2, and Miles Turner at 1.
Let's cook, brother.
Yeah, it's
The
cooked,
list
bro.
is cooked. The list is cooked, man. The list is cooked. All right, I'ma go. I do got one. I'm gonna do that one last. But I
Okay.
do got NBA centers though. I do got
Okay.
NBA centers, and it's 6 names. The first name, Clint Capella.
5.
The next name, Zubats.
Fuck. He was 6 or 4. I'm gonna go. My gut telling me 6.
The next name, Jonas Valanciunas. Let's cook.
4. 4.
Let's cook. The next name, Vucevic. Nikola Vucevic.
Oh yeah, 3. Put him at 3.
The next name, Nurkic.
2.
Oh, this list cooked, bro.
And who won? Who's won?
It's Jared Allen.
Okay, I ain't mad at 1. I ain't mad at 1. I should
But
put
once you said like Zubats, I knew this was cooked, bro.
Yeah, yeah,
I knew
bro.
this was cooked. All right, so at number 6 we have Zubats. At number 5 we have Clint Capella. At number 4 we have Jonas Valanciunas. At number 3 we have Nikola Vucevic. At number 2 we have Yusuf Nurkic, and at number 1 we have Jared Allen.
That's the only one I'm confident in. Jared Allen. That's the only one.
Hey, this one, I think you gonna like this one, brother.
All right.
Blindly ranking NBA players in their rookie years.
Oh.
The
Oh.
first
Okay.
name, we got D Rose.
1. 1. No, you said rookie.
This is
Oh, you said
this is
rookie.
their rookie
Rookie.
years. This is
Okay.
their
Okay.
rookie. This is based off
Wait.
their
I
rookie years.
think of the MVP. Okay. D Rose. Rookie year. And it's 6.
It's 6 names, bro.
4.
This list might be cooked. The next name, Tyreek Evans.
Oh. Oh, Tyreek Evans was averaging 20 and 5 his rookie year. I'm gonna go 2.
Oh. Mm.
Cause his rookie year, he was killing.
I just not know, right? The next name, Ben Simmons.
He was hurt his rookie year, wasn't he?
Well, I'm counting the year he won, so
That he won it? Okay.
yeah.
I got D Rose at 4, Tyreek at 2. I'm gonna go 5 for being.
Next name, we got Luka Doncic.
Damn, what the fuck did he average his rookie year?
I'll tell you, he averaged 21, 7, and 6.
Oh, 1. Put him on.
Okay, so you got 2 more names. The next name, Paolo Banchero.
Who I got at 3?
You have Luka at 1.
Tyreek
You
at
have
2.
Tyreek at 2. 3 is open.
Oh, put him at 3 then.
3 and 4 is open. No, 4 you had D Rose, and number 5 you had Ben Simmons. So you have
Yeah, put him at 3 then.
who? Paulo.
Yeah, put Paulo at 3.
I ain't gonna lie, you might have this list might be cooked. So you got 1, 2, 4, 2, 3, 5, and 1. Also at 4. Wait, this so you didn't do 6, right?
Nah, I ain't do 6.
Oh, this was cooked. The last name is
Don't say
Blake
LeBron.
Griffin.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say LeBron James. I was
No,
gonna say
Blake
something like that.
Griffin.
At 6.
Blake Griffin averaged 22, 12, and 4.
His rookie year?
Yes. This was
Damn.
cooked.
So he damn near would have had to been 1. Luca
He
is
should
2.
be 1. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
cap. I would
Luca
put Blake
2.
at 1. I would probably put Luca at 2.
Tyreek at
I'd
3.
probably put Tyreek at 3, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then Paulo, then Ben Simmons and D Rose.
Okay. Yeah, that was a good one. I like that one. That was a good one.
Yeah, Blake Griffin at 6 is crazy. I'm not gonna cap.
Man.
Blake Griffin at 6.
Man, man, he averaged 22 and 12.
He averaged 22, 12, and 4, bro.
God
When I
damn.
went back and looked, I said, damn, Blake was a great. Damn.
Damn.
I
But he
said,
did sit out that first year though.
but that's his rookie year, but I'm going off his
Yeah, I
rookie
know.
year.
Yeah, I know.
Gee, I was like, damn, this man's crazy. But okay, so at number 6, we have Blake Griffin. At number 5, we have Ben Simmons. At number 4, we have Derrick Rose. At number 3, we have Paulo Banchero. At number 2, we have Tyreek Evans. And at number 1, we have Luka Doncic. I don't think Luka won.
What was Derrick Rose? What was Derrick Rose rookie numbers?
16, 4, and 6.
And what was Ben Simmons?
15, 8, and 8. I take that. I think that's better.
Yeah, that's better. Yeah,
I think that's better. Like,
yeah.
even when I went back and looked at Tyreek Evans, I said Tyreek Evans was a dog.
25 and 5, bro. That's for a rookie. That's nice.
The list it's kind of cooked, but I think you did decent.
Yeah.
And I forgot to say this. I meant to say NBA rookies of the year from 2010 to now. That's what I meant. That's my bad. Because I only did it from 2010 to really 2024. But it's not that bad. Outside the Blake one.
I'll say that Blake one. Yeah, 22 and 12 is crazy.
Okay, so I got a couple of stuff. So I saw this on. Let me go to it. Bleacher Report, and they did. Where is it? Now I can't find it. Oh, okay, here it is. They did overreactions for every team. We're definitely not doing that. It's only a certain teams I want to ask. And I'll just start with this team, the Golden State Warriors. A blockbuster trade will happen before the deadline. Is it an overreaction or not an overreaction? Not an overreaction.
A blockbuster trade before the deadline. Nah, I wouldn't overreact to that. I don't think they're gonna make a big move by the trade deadline.
I don't think they will. I don't think they won't make a trade because they probably
you would have to trade
below
Kuminga. You would have to trade Kuminga, or you have to probably trade Draymond. Don't nobody want Draymond. Well, I ain't gonna say that. I don't think nobody would trade for Draymond. I think everybody wants Kuminga, and I don't think they want to let go of Kuminga.
I don't think I wouldn't. It's an overreaction. I think they're not going to trade nobody, honestly. Yeah, I think the Warriors not going to trade nobody. All right, the next team, the Clippers. Kawhi Leonard will finish his contract on a different team.
Overreact. Nah, Jay. I think they're gonna keep him now. I don't think Steve Ballmer is gonna trade Kawhi, and he just that new arena finna open, bro. They gotta put butts in that seat.
So it's an overreaction.
Yeah, it's an overreaction.
I think it's overreaction. I think Kawhi Leonard has too much power, low key. I'm not gonna cap.
Yeah.
I think if he wants to leave, he's gonna go to them and be like, I want to go. But like you said, they gotta fill the seats up. I think he stay, and he from California, so I think he gonna stay there as long as he there. And I think he has too much of a power and too much clout for them to just trade him out the blue, at least without telling him. If anything, they will go to him and say, "Hey, we got to trade or whatever. You want to go?" And if he says no, I think he'll be like, no, I don't want to go, and then they'll be like, okay. The next team, the Thunder, OKC will have 4 players make an All NBA team. Overreaction or not
Oh, that's
overreaction?
bro. They not finna have 4 players make an All NBA team, bro. They capping. I can only see 1, 2, maybe 2. Shea gonna make an All NBA team, and Chet might make an All NBA defensive team. But no, they might. Jalen Williams is a great defender. He's a really good defender. Nah, it's only gonna be 2. They not gonna have 4 though. 4 is crazy. Unless they count Alex Caruso on the All NBA defensive team, then
An all league team. It's I'm gonna go overreaction. I think Chet can make a defensive team. I think Caruso can make a defensive team. Shea is gonna make an All NBA team. Jada, unless he's a good defender, but unless his defense is like up tier with like Jaden McDaniels and Herb Jones and them, that's the only way. But all before them making like an all league team,
nah, that's too
nah,
much.
it's an
That's too
overreaction.
much.
The next team, the Spurs. Wemby averages 30 points per game.
Oh,
Overreaction or
that's an
not?
overreaction, bro. Wemby is not averaging 30 points. I see him averaging. Wait, because he averaged what 21 last year, 20.
21, 22, something like that.
Yeah, I could see him getting around 25, 26, but 30 is wild right now. I'm not saying he can't do it, but next year, no, I don't think he's gonna average 30 points next year.
Overreaction. Wemby is the great player. I ain't gonna lie, he damn near great, but he not gonna average 30. Not
No,
yet, at least. I wouldn't be
yeah,
shocked if he averaged 30 in year 3, though. I
nah,
wouldn't be
nah,
shocked.
yeah. I wouldn't be
But this
shocked by that,
year,
but next year, no.
nah,
Yeah,
it's an overreaction. Wemby's not averaging 30 this year. He definitely, I think he averaged 25, maybe 25,
same,
26, and that's it.
same.
The Phoenix Suns. Bradley Beal isn't guaranteed a spot in the closing lineup. I'm gonna go
That's an
not. I'm
over.
not an overreaction. I wouldn't be
Nah, that's an
shocked.
overreact, bro. Who they gonna put over him in the closing lineup?
Depends. What if they want to roll with a Grayson Allen or a Royce O'Neal, defensive wise, at least? You
Over
still
Bradley
got.
Beal? He
It
not a
depends.
bad
It
defender though.
depends. It depends. Like guarantee, like it's gonna be KD and Book. Like those guarantee, but Bradley Beal, he's guaranteed to be there no matter what. I don't think it's overreaction. I'm not gonna lie.
Bro, but you still got 3 other people that you got put. So is Nurkic closing?
Maybe. Well, you're gonna need a big, so it depends on lineups, and it just depends.
I can't
It,
see them not playing their third best player, bro.
I don't. It's not an overreaction, man. I think it's not an overreaction. I think it might happen. I'm not gonna cap. It might happen. All right. The Boston Celtics. The Boston Celtics are winning 60 plus games again.
Hmm. How many did they win
Last year
again?
they
They
won
won
like
64.
64, I think.
That's not an overreaction. I think they can get. I think they can get 60, if not 61 again. I don't think that's an overreaction.
I think it's not a reaction. I think they could potentially win 60 games again. That team is
Yeah.
still good. That team is that team is really good, man. So I think it's not overreaction. We got a couple more. The Dallas Mavericks. The Dallas Mavericks will rank in the top 5 in both defense and offense.
Mm. Top 5.
In both.
That's an overreaction. I don't think they're gonna be top 5 in both, but I do think they're gonna be top 10 in both. Top 5 is kind of pushing it, but I do think top 10 for sure.
I I think it's overreaction. I think they could be a top 5 offensive team, but defensively, is Clay gonna be like that? Luca, I don't trust him on the defensive end. Unless like man, like a Najee Marshall or PJ Washington step it up, man. I think their defense is gonna be kind of maybe. I wouldn't be shocked, maybe like somewhere 9 or 10, like Friends top 10. I wouldn't be shocked if their defense is Friends top 10. I think the offense could definitely be top 5.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with overreaction. Another team. Okay, so the Milwaukee Bucks. At least one of Brooke Lopez, Chris Middleton, and Bobby Portis gets traded.
That's not an overreaction. I think one of them is gonna
Hmm.
get traded by the deadline.
One
I
of
don't
them.
know who. I most likely probably Chris Middleton, but um, I don't think that's an overreaction.
Hmm. I'm gonna say overreaction. I think they think the Bucks are still a championship team. I think they need all of them: Bobby Portis, Chris Middleton, Brooke Lopez. But it does depend on who they trade, who they get back, and they can complement them to. I'm gonna go overreaction. I don't think this year they trade one of them. I would say the next year. I think that would be it. Um, yeah, okay. I think one more. I think yeah, this last team, the Philadelphia 76ers. This team needs to trade for another starter.
That's an overreaction. I don't think they need to trade for another starter. I think all they was missing was Paul George, and they still got a lot of good pieces on their team. I don't think they need another starter.
I think it's overreaction. I think at least in my opinion, the 76ers they have a good team because I think they're gonna start Tyrese Maxey, Kelly Oubre, uh Paul
PG.
George, Caleb Martin, Joel. I think that's perfectly fine. Now bench, they need that. But trading for another starter, nah, I don't think so. I think that's an overreaction. That team on paper at least is good. And I think like I've been saying they can make some noise, but now I don't think they can make a I don't think they need to make another trade for a starter. All right, I got a couple of more things. So, Basketball Forever put up the big threes ranked going into ahead of this season. At number 5, we got the Timberwolves, Anthony
Timberwolves.
Edwards, Cat, and Gobert. Number 4 is Giannis, Dame, and Chris Middleton. Number 3 is Tyrese Maxey, Joel, and Paul George. Number 2 is Luca, Clay, and Kyrie. And number 1, it's the Celtics at Jason Tatum, Jalen Brown, and Kristaps Porzingis. Do you agree with this
Hmm.
list?
So you got Jason Tatum, Jalen Brown, Porzingis at 1. Who was that 2?
The Mavs, Luca,
The
Clay, and
Mavs.
Kyrie.
And then 3 was the
76ers.
Sixers.
Yeah.
And 4 was
4
the
was the
Bucks.
Bucks.
And
5 is
5.
the Timberwolves.
Low key, I would switch the Sixers and the Bucks because Chris Middleton is older and he's always hurt. And yeah, Joel Embiid is always hurt too, but and you could say PG too, but I think that core 3 is better than
No, they are better. They rank higher than them.
they are.
Sixers at 3, Bucks at 4.
4. Oh well, no, yeah. I thought it was the other way around. My bad. So yeah,
I'm
I
not gonna
think
cap. I
that's
think it
cool.
just goes off big threes. I probably will put the Sixers at 2 over the Mavs. Luca is great, but I'm thinking of like just canceling out. Luca
Mm,
and Joel, I think they cancel each other
cancel each
out.
other out. Mhm.
Kyrie, if somebody says Kyrie better than Paul George, I'm cool with that. Or Tyrese, I'm cool. I'm not arguing that. But then Paul George and Tyrese, they just better than Klay Thompson right now.
Yeah,
So I will probably put them at 2. Now the Bucks, I ain't gonna lie. I think they might be where they are, at least for me, 4 or 3. Them, who's better, the Bucks or the Mavericks? Big three,
I think they got the Mavericks that high is literally because of Luca and Kyrie. That's
basically.
literally why they got them that high.
Eh, I wouldn't. I wouldn't argue. Uh, so Jamal Murray, he got paid 208 million for 4 years. That's like 50 something a year, I think. Do you think he worked that contract?
Is he worth 50
He's worth
mil?
52 a year.
52 mil? I would. That's tough because he is an NBA champion and he is a big part of why they won. Because without him, they wouldn't have won.
Mm-hmm.
50 mil though. I wouldn't say 50 mil. I'd probably say somewhere in the 40s, like around 42 to 45. But 50, nah. But he's definitely working for max contract for sure, for sure.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't think he's worth 50 mil. He's one of the reasons why they won the championship. He fits what they do, but I think Jamal Murray, the basketball player, I don't think he's worth that. I think he's probably in the mid 40s. 50 mil is basically
Superstar.
that's superstar. That's
Yeah,
a
superstar.
superstar. And credit, that's just what the market is. So that's just what that's like his contract. But I think because I was watching Pick a Side and they was talking about it, and then they was talking about Jamal Murray, a Hall of Famer. I don't think he's a Hall of Famer.
Shit, the way they and if you win a championship, they let anybody who win a championship in the Hall of Fame.
See, but this is the thing though. I feel like Jamal Murray, he's a good player. And I said this, I think it was yesterday or the day before. Jamal Murray probably will never make an all-star team. He probably will never make
Which is
one.
crazy. Which is crazy.
It's just them other guards are just better than him. They're just better. Like, just facts. They're just better than him. Like Shea, like I'm just going straight. You know how they do it, just guards. Devin Booker, Edward Shea, Luka, Steph. I'll probably take De'Aaron Fox over him. Ja. Like those guys are just better than him. And credit, if he goes to another team, he probably put up like 25, 26. But as long as he's here, he probably will never put up like consistent 26. I think the most he could probably put up is probably 23. But is that good enough to get you all-star in the West?
No, not in the West.
Like he probably won't be a Hall of Famer and probably never make an all-star team. And it's not even his fault. It's just some other guys are just better than him. Because I mean, so Hall of Fame, I think to a degree they do look at, your all-stars, your all NBAs and all that. He has a championship, but that's the second option. Even if he wins another one, can he still make it? Because he's going to be the number 2 again.
If they win another one, they definitely gonna give it to. Because they, like I said, they put people in the Hall of Fame like Robert Horry. Robert Horry's in the Hall of Fame.
Is he?
I think so.
In the Hall of Fame?
I think so.
Is he? I don't know. I really don't know. I actually don't know if he's in the Hall of Fame. I'm not gonna cap. Man ain't in no Hall of Fame.
Yeah. Nah, he not.
He just got 7 rings, but
yeah.
As the fifth option, fifth option? Yeah, so ain't no Hall of Fame. It's like he doesn't have the all-stars and he doesn't put up some super crazy numbers. I think Gilbert Arenas and then was talking about it I think it was yesterday. It was talking about like Jamal Murray, and they was like, if he averages 25 or something, and they're at the top of the West, could he make an all-star team? I still don't know.
If he averaging 25 and they at the top of the West, I can see them voting him in as an all-star.
Who is he taking over though?
It depends on everybody else's year though. Because at 25 for him, that's a really good year.
That is.
And if they number 1, number 2 in the West, how could you not vote him in? Because if he don't get in by player votes, the coach is gonna vote him in.
I don't know. I'm just thinking of just guards and what they could potentially do. Like, so let's just. This is super early, but let's just all-star Luka and Shea. I think they will be the 2 guards starting.
Yeah.
Ant-Man, I think he's gonna get in there. Devin Booker, I think Devin Booker will get in there because he's still gonna have a good year, even if the Suns ain't like top 4. But I think he's still gonna be a good year. Ja, if Ja comes back and plays really good,
Ja's gonna be a player vote. I think Ja might be a starter while you playing because the people gonna vote for him because it's popularity.
Man, if they do that, man, they wrong. I've always said us fans don't know what we're talking about. I've always said that. Ja's not better than Shea and Luka. Stop. We gotta stop. Not you, but I'm just saying we gotta stop that. He's not better than them 2. He's just not. No,
Hey,
they're those guys are too
is
good, bro.
is, is Jamal Murray better than Tony Parker? Because Tony Parker got inducted.
I don't think so. But Tony Park, no,
Tim Hardaway got
but Tony
inducted.
Park got all stars though.
Yeah, he do. He do.
So that's what I'm saying. He doesn't have all stars, and his career high in points is 21. So literally, he has to probably average like 25 points, and they do got to be at the top of the West just for him to just for the coaches say, yeah, man, Jamal Murray, he got a career year. We got to put him in. That's literally the only way. But like, even if he does win another championship as the second option, I feel like to some, not all, man, they go look at them all NBAs and them all stars and man said, you ain't been one of the best players. Like you've been the best player on your team, well, second best player on the team, but in the league, you just haven't been that.
Yeah, you're right. Because I'm looking through the All NBA, the Hall of Fame inductees, and most of these players on here, like of course some I don't know, but the ones I do know, they was all stars
And they probably
before.
made a decent amount of all NBAs too. I don't think so, man. I don't think he might not make it, bro. And it's not his fault. It's not his fault. But he might not make it.
Yeah.
That sucks for him. All right, this is the last thing. The Golden State Warriors are reportedly not interested in offering Jonathan Kuminga a max extension. The Warriors aren't currently prepared to give Kuminga a max extension like the 5-year, $224
What?
million deal with Franz Wagner got from Orlando Magic. That's 44 a year. Do you think the Warriors should offer the extension to Kuminga right now or wait till after the season?
They should offer it to him right now because if he has a really good season, because what he averaged last year.
I think it was close to, I think it was like 17 or 18, something like that.
Yeah, this year I think he's gonna average 20. So if
He
they
averaged
wait,
16.
yeah, I think he's gonna that's gonna jump up because they're gonna need him to score next year because Clay's gone, and they really don't have any other scores outside of Curry and Wiggins. But Wiggins is inconsistent, so they gonna need him to take that next jump. But if they wait till after this year and he plays really well, bro, they're gonna have to pay him more. Why not sign him now, get him on a decent contract, or get him on a cheaper contract than what you would have if he has an amazing year. Now it goes both ways because if he has a bad year, you can lowball him. But if he has a great year, you can't lowball him.
I will probably wait because this is the year we're gonna see what he can really do as a full-time starter. If he has a good year, I think the Warriors aren't upset at that. But I feel like we haven't seen what he can really do. We're projecting. I think we both have said it. He's going to play good, but we still haven't really seen it. We don't know what he can really do. And 44 million, I'm not going to cap. That's kind of a lot of money. And we just said Jamal Murray is about there. He is not on the level of Jamal Murray, at least not yet. He's not on that level. So that's basically all-star money or star money. I don't think he's that yet. I would rather wait and see. If he has a good year, you know what? I'm cool. I'll give you the bread. If he has a bad year, you know, another team, he gonna be a restricted free agent. So another team will let him see what the market is. And if some team gives him more or same around that amount, we could just match it. And we'll be happy. I will let him wait. I will wait till after the season to see what he can really do. Even though I project he's gonna have a good year. So that is it for the Full Court Entertainment Podcast. We are 2 hours. Wow, I kind of figured. I didn't know it was gonna be 2 hours. I knew it was gonna be an hour plus. But that is it for the Full Court Entertainment Podcast. Like, comment, and subscribe to the video. That really helps us. Trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. Kind of almost there. But we are almost there. But like, comment, subscribe. I'm your host, Sheldon. That's my guy, Charles Jackson. We will see y'all later. And the Bills will win tonight, and the Philadelphia Eagles are going to the Super Bowl. Yes, I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious. Stop it. And the Bears ain't going nowhere. I don't even know.
Fly Eagles fly, huh?
Fly Eagles
I'm
fly.
not really. Oh my god.
Are you a Bears fan?
I mean, yeah, because they my hometown, but
Oh, you just not like all of them others.
yeah, I ain't like all the others. I ain't no diehard Bears fan. The Eagles not going to the bowl, bro.
Who going?
The Chiefs. I think the Chiefs gonna repeat.
Well, they're in a different division. They're in a different conference, so I'm not worried about it. They probably will make it. But that is it. We'll see y'all next time, man.